from my website, from the post, once you are ready to download and make this choice review your own, you can click on this link to the fully editable choice review template. It is going to prompt you to make a copy. This is going to make a copy for you in your Drive so that you can change everything and it doesn't change it for anyone else. It doesn't change mine. It makes it a copy for you in your Google Drive. So here's where you can edit. You'll see that it is a slides, Google Slides template, and it takes everything a second to pop into place because I have a lot of images on here. First page, slide number 1 is your instructions to your students. So I've told them you're going to go to the next slide. That slide number 2 is the choice menu. You're going to read about what will be covered. If you have different instructions for them, or if you decide I'm just going to tell them all of slide 1 verbally, they don't need this slide. Whatever you decide, you can edit all the way. I've told them write down items you need to go over again and be ready to share. You could delete that and change it to what you need. So here's where you can just click and edit the instructions however you'd like. When you're ready to go to slide 2, here's where it gets a little bit tricky. I have put transparent boxes. And here's what I mean. If you were like, I'm going to edit where it says topic, it's not going to let you because there's this big box over it that's invisible when I click off of it. So you're going to need to take that box. And the reason I put that box there is if you look, the link is it's going to link you to slide 3. So when you give this to your students and they put it in presentation mode, or you could even give it to them in preview mode, and I'll show you how to do that at the end of the video. When they click anywhere where this box is, instead of showing the box, if it's in preview mode or presentation mode, what it'll do is just take them directly to slide 3. So when they click here, it'll just take them, boom, to topic 1. And then if they clicked anywhere here, it's going to take them to slide 4. So that's, boom, it takes them to everything about topic 2. So it makes it interactive and keeps them from just clicking through. So in order to edit it, you're going to take that transparent box and just kind of slide it off to the side. Just don't forget it's there and put it back. It's already linked for you. And then let's say I was doing my choice review on the solar system. So maybe my topic 1 is going to be moon phases. This is not a text box. It is a word art. So I'm going to double click on it to change it. Double click, moon phases. And then I can center that. And you know, those red lines really help you make sure things are lined up nicely. And I don't want it to just be one. I want to use a picture of a moon because I like to use icons. So I'm going to insert image from Drive because I grabbed a moon earlier. And I can grab that moon and pull it right in and size it down so it looks nice. Then, of course, I would change my subtopic. So whatever I'm going to tell them about the phases of the moon, waxing gibbous, waning gibbous, whatever I need to cover, it could be more than 4, less than 4. And then once I've got everything set, just don't forget, grab this transparent box and put it right over that again so that anywhere students click, once you give it to them in preview mode, it's going to take them right to your moon phases slide. So as you can see, I could change out 2 the same way. I'm going to move this box off to the side. I'm going to delete out 2. I can pull in a planet and talk about the planets in the solar system next. So then, change this to planets. And I don't even need a second. And then I could change my subtopics to, the gas giants, the rocky planets, however I want to divide that up. You don't even have to use the subtopics. I just like students to be able to see. Sometimes they think, oh, I know all about that, until they see, oh, wait, maybe I don't remember this little part about it. So once you have all those boxes back in place, you'll just double check and make sure this also is going to take you back to slide 2. We're on slide 2, but that is true on every single one of the slides. So if the kids go over here to moon phases, if they're ready to go back and look at planets, they'll click up here and it will take them to slide 2. On this page, I've also done a box over the entire thing right here that takes you right back to slide 3. That's the slide we're on. The reason I did that is if you're in present mode, for example, and I click, normally, if you click anywhere, what happens? It advances you to the next slide. But because I have that transparent box here, you can see, instead of being a normal click arrow, I've got that finger, which means it's a hyperlink. So when I click on it, it's not taking me on, it's reloading this same slide. The only thing that's going to be different, if I click on Extend Your Learning, you can link that, and I will show you how to do that next. But if I click on Choice Review, it's going to take me back to the choices. And I can say, I want moon phases, and it's going to take me here. I'm going to escape out of presentation mode so that you can then see how to add a link. So once you have this set up, again, you could move this box over, delete the one out, put in the moon and make it match and say moon phases so that it looks really good. You get the idea, right? And I could make this moon and bring it forward. Phases. The way I brought that forward so quickly was I used Control, Shift, and the up arrow to bring it to the top. You can also Control down to just take it down one level. So I've got moon phases. Now I'm going to put this back where it goes. When you are ready to insert your video, let's say you've recorded a video or you found a video online, put the video on top. That way the students will be able to navigate, push play and navigate through, hey, I really only need subtopic 2. I need to be able to navigate over to 1 minute and 14 seconds. So go ahead and put your video on top. If you have a link that's going to extend their learning, a game or a website or a resource, you can put that link here. And here's how you do it. Right click on this box that I have over Extend Your Learning and choose Link. Another way to get there is just to do Control K. And one more way is to click on this button. You have to have the box highlighted first and click on that button. Most often I right click and say Link, and then you paste in the link that you want to link to. That's it. The way that I linked two different slides within, like here it says slide 3, if I wanted this to link to another slide in the presentation, when I choose link, I can just choose this little down arrow for slides in this presentation and say next slide, previous slide, slide 4, slide 5. So that's how I did that. I would suggest for Extend Your Learning that you link out to another website or another resource. When you are finally done, it's beautiful, you've got it all the way you want it, and you're ready to share it. First, I would test it. Go into presentation mode, test it, make sure everything clicks the way you want it to click. But instead of sending it to students like this, where they have the option to move everything and ruin it and tell you it's not working, the best way, in my opinion, is to share it, is to choose that yellow share button, get the shareable link, and I'm gonna copy the link, and then I'm gonna go up here to a new tab. I'm gonna paste in that link that I just shared, but watch, at the very end, I'm gonna backspace all the way to the word edit until edit is gone, and I'm gonna type in preview. The reason I like preview mode for something like this is look, all those choices are gone. The students just see this. They're gonna click to the next slide, and all it's gonna do, they can't get out of it. They can't move that box. That invisible box doesn't show. If I click on planets, it's gonna take me to, oh, I did it on the wrong one, to the next slide that links to it. If I need to go back, I can go to Choice Review. If I click on this first one, it's gonna take me there. So if I click on topic 3, I didn't change that. It's gonna take me to topic 3. I didn't set any Extend Your Learning links yet, but those would also work, and they would be able to play the videos directly without moving any of those boxes. Hope you are able to create an amazing choice review or PD for your students or staff, and please reach out if you have any questions or need help setting it up.